Hey guys, welcome back to Mindset Managed and welcome back to the Confidence Building Challenge. I'm glad that you're still here with me. So today's topic is about the beliefs that limit our confidence. So if you have some sort of belief about yourself, about your life, about the world, then that could be holding you back from achieving confidence. So even if you decide that you are the greatest person, if you still have really strong core beliefs about yourself, about life, or about the world, then you will never be able to reach that level of confidence that you actually want. So this is things like, I believe that I will never be as good as my sister, for example. If I have that strong belief, then that means that even in times when I feel confident, that as soon as I have the thought about my sister, then I'll be like, okay, no, I don't deserve to be confident because I'll never be as good as her. That is a really strong belief, and it affects your emotions, it affects your thoughts, and of course it will affect how you act in the world. It will affect your achievements, it will affect what you do and how you feel, basically. So the next one is something like believing that life is supposed to be tough and that you're supposed to struggle, that because you came from perhaps a poor background that you will never achieve anything better than the people around you, anything better than your parents and your upbringing. If you have that strong belief, then that will limit your confidence. You'll never decide that you're worth a damn, that you can get out of the bad neighborhood that you were born in, or that you can achieve more money and more things in life, right? So you need to be careful of what your values are, what your beliefs are, where they came from. You need to start to take a moment to be like, okay, so what do I believe? Why do I feel triggered by certain situations? What might that be telling me about my beliefs and my inner system inside of myself? That can be stuff that you can figure out with my life gunk journaling workbook. It's linked down below. It helps you to walk through those deeper emotional triggers and your beliefs, so that's great for you. But take the time to become self-aware and recognize those beliefs, because you need to combat those beliefs if you ever want to go further on your confidence journey. It's really, really important to recognize where your beliefs come from, and then to take a moment to be like, okay, so how is this true? Why is this true? Why do I believe it? Is it not true? Then great, I'll start to rethink this belief, find evidence that disproves it, find something that actually works, and roll with that instead, and have new beliefs. Rewrite your beliefs. It's not easy. I promise you that I'm not telling you this because it's easy, but it is important. And until you do, you will keep being held back, and you'll keep thinking that confidence is something that you can never have, but instead it's just beliefs that you need to rewrite, okay? And that can be a belief in itself. Believing that you will never be confident does not help you to ever be confident, right? So now, what I'm about to say is going to seem way overly simplistic, so it does depend on what beliefs you have. But I do believe that there are certain beliefs that we can knock out of the park if we set our eyes on them, if we become aware of, okay, this is a belief that I have, and then we take the time to actually disprove it, to actually go out of our way to gather evidence to say, hey, actually, this isn't true, this other thing is true. So some examples of what I've done in this department is, back when I was a teenager, I was unlucky in love. I thought that I would never have a boyfriend. Of course I wouldn't. That I was less pretty than my friends, less interesting than my friends. Everyone used to look at them, no one looked at me, no one was interested in me, and I believed that would always be true. So fast forward to now, I've been in a relationship with my partner for 4.5 years. We have a dog and we have plans to move out. So I think that is now a belief that I have disproved by actively, going out and saying, hey, look at me. And I've now, got my boyfriend. Another one is one that I've done more recently. Like, I used to believe that I couldn't run, that I would never be as athletic as I used to be, never be as fit as I used to be, that I'm just one of those people who had something amazing that they could do when they were young and they can't do it anymore. It's just a fact, right? All of us go through it. That was my belief. And obviously I had evidence towards that belief, because the most I'd ever been able to run since then, like in my adulthood, is 7 minutes on a treadmill, and that has been really breathless, being really self-conscious and not being able to do it, or whilst at the wolf run when I'm trying to keep up with my brother, my sister-in-law and my boyfriend. They're all much fitter than I am, and so I was trying to keep up to their pace and I couldn't, and therefore it must be true. I can't run, I'm not athletic, I'll never be good enough. But fast forward to now. Yesterday I completed my first 20-minute run without stopping. Today I did the shorter one, the 10-minute run. Both of them are higher numbers than I've ever done before. I was less breathless than I ever have been before. So now I have disproved that belief that I am not capable of running, that in adulthood you're not supposed to be athletic, right? So I've now disproved that. And that was something that I had to actively disprove. I had to go and do the run in order to prove myself that I can run, right? So the same goes for you. Whatever limiting belief that you have that is tying you to low confidence, that is making you feel less than, you need to get a list together and actively tick off the ones that you actually can do, the ones that you can go out and say, okay, so if I try to do this thing, I'll probably be able to do it, right? And then therefore I will have the evidence to prove that this belief isn't true, and I've got a new belief then. It's so simple, but I know that in our minds it's so much worse, so much harder than that. So just do the first step, get a list together and breathe for a second and say, okay, these are the ones I could probably try and tick off. Even if you fail the first time, that doesn't mean that you're going to always fail, okay? So expect yourself to be bad at first and let it happen naturally. Let me know how you are doing with getting through that. Like I say, look at the workbooks that are linked down below and do the worksheet that's linked down below as well for this week, and I hope that you take care and nurture your ideas. Here's the challenge for today. Hi guys, so today's challenge, should you choose to accept it, is to go out and do that thing, you know, the thing that you've been putting off. Go and do that today. Get it done, or at least get it done this week. Or that thing that you've always thought about doing but you've been a bit scared to do. Do that thing. Whatever you're thinking of when I say this, go and do it. Make it happen this week, this month, but make it happen. And please let me know what it was and how you did it and how it went. Take care, guys. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.